Hello, Roll Mithril here once again, getting back to MaGL 1 Blind, and Windman has joined the Cool Club. Ha! I got into the Cool Robots Club and Plantman didn't. Take that, loser! Wow, rude! Come on, man, at least Plantman actually uses his weapon, just saying. So, back we go to Tier 5. Oh, hi there, Stone Man. Man, I get to stand next to the teleporter to the top 4. I feel so honored. It was pointed out in the last video that this isn't purely World Bowser music. There are some parts of it that sound like it's kind of mashed up with Casino Night Zone from Sonic 2, but it works pretty nicely. So, here we go. Second place. Kumumu? I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Mega Man World. Score 80.8, 96, 58, 96, 86, 68. Pyro's favorite. I was warned in the comments that this might be a bit of a lengthy stage, so let's check it out. Okay. Not sure I was expecting this. Okay, just clouds up here for no real reason. But they're there, and they look nice. I wonder if this works. No, it does not. Mega Man is not Mario. Good to know. And yeah, I tried pressing down on the pipe. It's a simple aesthetic, but I like it. Just to have all these kind of robot versions of Mario enemies. That's kind of neat. Okay, you can take out the fireballs. Okay, those work like the Plant Man springs. Good to know. When we said Hammer Joe, that's not what we were thinking. It's a simple thing, but there is just such a charm to it. Okay, the pokey is a bit exacting. You have to fire at the very top of a jump. Okay, you cannot break bricks. Good to know. Basically have the Resnors here. Whoa, okay. We found the turbo setting. Calm down. Okay, that was pretty silly. Oh dear, we have moles. I do want to go ahead and grab this. Oh, scrolled back on screen. I guess that was our Charlie for today. what this is really reminding me of, though, is my friend Neo. He suggested an idea for a Mega Man game that, for bosses, it used some of the different company representatives from Smash Brothers. And so, of course, the Nintendo rep was a Mario stage. And so this is kind of making me think of that, honestly. Yeah, Neo did a big Tumblr post with some art assets showing, like, ideas for some of the stages and the weapon designs and everything. It is really nice. It's pretty cool. I definitely recommend checking it out. If I remember to do so, I'll link that in the video description, but it's pretty cool. And he said that he'd really like to be able to turn that into a real game, so if enough people are interested in actually making a dev team for it, I would definitely play that if it happened. Because it looked like a really solid, fun idea. Hi, Charlie. You will forever be Charlie to me. Are we Yokuing it up here? Or are we just dropping in? Okay. Wasn't really sure for a moment there. We have munchers. Because, I mean, it is overall a simple stage design. Like, it hasn't struck me as overly difficult or anything like that, but it's just such a neat little aesthetic. I love all the custom enemy graphics. I will admit it does feel kind of wrong that I can't jump on Goombas, though. There we go. I'm assuming the munchers are basically death spikes. It would make sense. Not actually sure what took out the Koopa bot back there. It just kind of self-destructed. The Hammer Bro Joes do kind of have a glaring blind spot, though. There is that. But I still just really like their design. Yeah, I see the muncher down there. It's one of those where it is kind of hard for me to say too much about the stage just because I like the aesthetic and everything, but overall there's not really a lot to talk about beyond that, admittedly. Just that I do really enjoy the stage. Also, at the very least, the spiny eggs are just explosives and not actual enemies, so we don't have an overpopulation of spinies or anything. Alright. Just slide right into that, sure, why not? Hi there. Okay, for those not in the know, that's a pretty common thing to show up in SMBX or just make a good level contests in general over on the Talkhouse, so that's pretty funny. The Birdo robot was oddly adorable. That was a nice stage. It just felt kind of nicely rompy overall. Honestly, it didn't really strike me as overly long or anything. I mean, you know, lengthier than the average Mega Man stage, but I liked it. That was nice. That was very well made. Oh man, this was super adorable. I love your reimagining of the Mario enemies. The gimmicks were super neat, the design was great. This was so good. I don't really have much to say about it other than fantastic job. Like, seriously, I was smiling the whole time I played this. Also, I hope I win! Yeah, that's pretty much where I was on this one. I didn't have a lot specific to say about the stage, but I definitely enjoyed it. I had a good time with this. Certainly felt like it dragged on. I don't know if it really was just the length, or if it was more because the majority of enemies were durable, shielded, and or completely in the way. Actually, yeah, that was it. Too many of the enemies just take up your time, all the time. It outlived its charm. Yeah, don't really know that I agree with that one, but, you know, opinions. You probably did. Apparently not quite. It's a Super Mario World themed level, and it's actually really quite fun. I greatly enjoyed all of the new enemy types, and you put the brick block gimmick to very good use with the Hammer Bros enemy at one point. I honestly don't have much to complain about here, only that the Yoshi eggs don't really do much. Reznor glitched himself to death, and Birdo wasn't really a very impressive boss fight. Glitched himself to death, okay. I kinda wish I could have seen that happen. With all the other weird glitches I've been finding, I'm surprised nothing too weird happened with Reznor. I really like what's been done here. The mix of these two games has come around quite nicely. I should point out, however, that I find a lot of the enemies a tad more durable than they deserve to be. Yeah, some of the enemies were fairly durable, but I mean, it seemed like there were some of the, major enemies that were kind of a pain in Mario games, like Hammer Brothers, Charging Chucks, Lakitu. So, in some ways, I kind of feel like that did fit. But overall, that was a very charming level. I enjoyed playing that one. So I'm going to have a quick look at how much time that took, because it might be one of those things where the level took longer than I thought it did just because I was having a really good time with it. And so we'll see if we'll continue on to first place yet or not. Though I honestly feel like it should really be its own video anyway. I mean, it won first prize. Back in a moment either way. Well, it was about 13 minutes, so this is either going to be its own video, or maybe the next stage is kind of short, but either way, I want to keep playing. I'm just having too much fun not to. Well, hi there, Brightman. Congratulations to our winner! Alright. First place, Red Bloopy, Glassman. Score 84.2, 94, 76, 90, 82, 79. BD's favorite. Okay. Funny thing is, I do actually have a custom robot master of my own called Glassman. So let's see what we have here. The stage assets already look quite nice. That was almost a very bad drop. Okay, taking you out first, then you, then we go over here, and we deal with you. Okay. Oh, hi there. That's kind of neat the way they shatter like that. That looks nice. Oh, that is super neat. That looks nice. Oh, man. That's pretty creative. Okay, so what are these? Okay. I like that design, that it gives you one over safe terrain to teach you what these platforms are. Oh, hi there. But yeah, like I said, I do actually have my own Glassman design that I made, and it was part of a full set of 8 Robot Masters I have. I actually have art of them over on my site. A fan artist was nice enough to do, like, professional drawings of all of my Robot Masters, so that was pretty awesome. But my own Glassman, I imagined his stage being like kind of a Gothic cathedral sort of setting with, like, stained glass windows in the background and everything, secret passages. So this has, like, more of a technical aspect than what I'd imagine mine looking like, but this still is really nice. I still really like those enemies. It just looks really clever how this is done. Okay, that actually does hit me. There we go. Okay, before you become a problem... Yeah, I like this stage. This is nicely put together. Okay, we actually have a custom Robot Master. I just really like how the glass panes look. Okay, we are getting some movement in here. Whoa, okay. Oh, it's breaking the more he bounces. Okay, that's actually pretty clever. I think Hubris is getting me on this one, because I was about to say this boss fight feels pretty simple, back when he was just kind of jumping in place and sending glass planes at me. And then he pulled that. It is pretty hard to dodge that, I will say that much. But this is still just really neat. Okay, it is possible to dodge that, but you have to be really quick. There's not a lot of room for error there. Yeah, man, you hit this point where you get a lot more active and it's like the real fight starts now. This is a really neat idea, though. Man, that was awesome. I really like that stage. That was very well done. Oh. Mega Man, something terrible has happened. While you were out collecting the last energy element, Dr. Wily broke into the lab. He installed a teleporter to his fortress here for some reason. Convenient. He then threatened to blow up the lab and launch a huge attack on the city if you didn't come. What? What is Wily even doing? Are you sure this isn't just a trap? No, one of the robot masters checked. It really does lead to Wily's castle. He's probably trying to lead you there. There's no doubt he's planning something sinister, but I'll storm the fortress anyways. I wish you luck, Mega Man. Remember to stock up before taking on the fortress. We do have to go read comments, though. Also, just a quick sweep to see if anybody new showed up. Hi there, Mr. Cow-Over-Ow. Okay, then. Well, alright. I was not expecting that. That's for sure. Just realized I didn't check the training room. Again, like I said, I doubt they're going to cram anyone else in there, but I could be wrong. I was wrong. Hi, Quint. Honk. Well, alright then. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. I just knew someone else was going to end up down there just to prove me wrong. Okay, that barrier is gone, so I guess that's where we'll be going next. But we have to go back here to see just what's going on with the comments. Okay. Oh man, this was amazing. The new enemy with the glass shield was really neat, and used pretty well, and the sprite work here was absolutely fantastic. The stage was also designed pretty well too, with some interesting setups with the nut and bolts and neat platforming challenges. Yeah, I'm still on kind of an adrenaline high. That was just such an awesome stage. And there's so much attention to detail put into it too, with the crystals breaking. Yeah, it's such a small detail, but that looked really neat. The boss was super fun too, though I found his glass orb attack to be a bit tough to dodge. Also, I sure hope Daniel Page doesn't track me down again for this stage having MME music. Maybe it was just the music, but this felt like a genuine Capcom-made level. Good job. Only a few things stick out, like the room that surrounds you with bolts, and the boss fight, which, while impressive, alternated between being very dangerous and not at all dangerous. I can't begin to describe this level. This is what Mega Man should be. I'm not the biggest Mega Man fan, but this makes me want to replay the whole series all over again. This felt like a Mega Man stage. There's no other way to put it. This felt like a Mega Man stage. I really enjoyed running through this level, and my only real complaint is the spamming of the bolt enemies from Top Man stage. Otherwise, this is pretty great. Bonus points for having an actual honest-to-goodness robot master to your stage, especially since I could see what his master weapon would be. Did great here. A brilliant boss fight with a very enjoyable and well-coordinated level to go with it. Last Man's pinch attack seems a bit painful to dodge, but outside of that, I would not be surprised if Glassman were to show up in some other fan game in the future. So yeah, that was really nice. I guess we don't actually have a Tier 1 boss, though. So I guess Tier 5, I mean, I forget that it counts up while the places were counting down, if that makes sense. But I guess we don't have an actual tier boss here, other than Glassman himself. And that stage was amazing. That was really nice, and I wholeheartedly agree with that one winning. That was very nicely made. Congratulations on that. But this is definitely where we're going to call it for now, so thank you very much for watching. We're obviously still not done yet, so we'll be continuing on next time. And so I shall see you then. Until then, fare thee well. Man, that was just really nice.